passing on these farms. Check this out. She's just given birth. There's umbilical cord dead piglets after birth everywhere. And there's a piglet here having some type of seizure. It looks like the mother's about to birth more piglets.
These poor, intelligent, feeling beings. What does it say about us as a species that we can do this to motherhood? It's supposed to be a time of celebration and joy.
This is actually a dead piglet inside of a sack.
Pigs that are pregnant I have seen in a sanctuary, and they go along collecting all these different nesting materials, and the other pigs in their family help them. You can sense that excitement and that joy at the prospect, and we've just degraded it into something that's there to make money for people.
Look at her.
They can never do their nesting behaviour. They've got nothing to actually build the materials with, and then they're giving birth into feces often.
This little baby is still moving, and her siblings are just stepping all over her.
The bars prevent them from doing basic mothering to their own babies. And again in pretty much every farm I've ever filmed in, you will see the dead left with the living.
Poor darling, look. They are shown no compassion. They are left there to give birth all night. There was no carer there. I was in there for 3 hours and no one came. So these piglets are there suffering in this horrible, factory farm.
And then the babies are taken away at just 3 to 4 weeks old, where they're given nothing, and I mean nothing. They never see sunshine. They never feel the rain on their back. They never play. Play is really important to pigs, and they cannot develop normally without it. And so it develops aggression and lots of problems that go with that. And by 6 months old, they're sent to slaughter, and that's what the human race gives to them.
Around 11 million pigs are slaughtered in the UK each year.
On top of that, if you work back with the mortality rates, there will be 2 million pigs that don't make it from birth to slaughter at 5 or 6 months old.
And here's the last one, more after birth. Piglets, suffered mother, abomination.
And for the mothers themselves, imagine the psychological impact of repeatedly having your babies taken away. So remember, these are one of the most intelligent animals on the planet. They know they're going through the whole process again, and that they're going to be put in a cage again, and they're going to have their babies taken away again. And that is the repeated life of a factory farmed mother pig. And is she rewarded at the end of it? No. When she gets to 4 to 5 years old, so the number of piglets she produces starts to fall, she's then slaughtered for cheap meat. You look at the face of the mothers and it is heartbreaking. We should be ashamed that we are still doing this. Civilized society today that should know better, and this is the